guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So today's video may not be about my pets specifically, but it is about digital pets. As you guys can see by the title, I did happen to recently purchase 2 of the 20th anniversary Tamagotchi digital pets. If you guys are not familiar with those are, basically back in the 90s, they released these little digital pets for kids and kids were obsessed with them. I have a video with all of my digital pet collection back that I did about a year ago whenever I very first started my channel. I know a lot of you guys haven't seen that video, but I basically have an entire collection video of all of my digital pets that I've collected over the past few years. If you guys would like to see that video, I will link it in the description down below. However, we are going to be going over them again in this video just a little bit. Before we jump into the digital pets and the new Tamagotchis, I do have a really exciting surprise announcement that I wanted to tell you guys about today. So really exciting news, at least in my opinion. I hope that you guys are excited too. So I recently designed and ordered a brand new merch item for my Etsy shop. This will technically be my very first official merch item for my channel. I put a lot of time and effort into designing them and the colors and everything. There will be multiple to choose from, so I'm really excited about it. As you guys know, I recently announced my care boards that are for sale on my Etsy site, and if you haven't seen those, I will leave a link for that in the description as well. To everyone who bought one of the care boards, thank you guys so much. I think I still have 4 left, so if you're interested, that link will be in the description. But I really wanted to design something else that was just specific to my channel that I think is really cute. I think you guys are really gonna like it. I don't have it to show you today. I just wanted to tell you guys about it and kind of give you some little teasers. However, they have been designed and ordered, and they will be here in about a week and a half. So I will announce them officially on my channel whenever they come in, and then I will have them posted on my Etsy, so be looking out for that. Okay, so back to the digital pets. So just to give you guys a little bit of history on what digital pets are in case you didn't grow up in the 90s like I did. So in the 90s, around 97 and 98, these little handheld digital pets came out and they were extremely popular. A lot of different brands made them. They were really hot for a couple of years, I believe from 97 to 98. Kids absolutely loved them. However, unfortunately, kids were taking them to school, and if you guys are familiar with digital pets at all, they're very demanding, so they beep a lot for you to feed the animal, clean up after the pet, play with it, things like that. Teachers were not happy about this, and so they ended up sending notes home and things telling parents not to allow their kids to bring them to school. So unfortunately, the sales in these dropped drastically. Parents stopped buying them for their kids even though the kids still wanted them. However, it caused their sales to decline, and unfortunately they were eventually discontinued. Whether you were a girl or a guy, if you loved taking care of a little pet that was inside of a little bitty toy that you didn't have to worry about, you could take it everywhere with you, it was just a really fun game back then, and they sold like hotcakes. Even though major markets discontinued them, you can still find them on eBay. That's where I buy all of mine. Most of them were either brand new or gently used whenever I got them. I love collecting them. They were just my absolute favorite toy when I was a kid, so I have a lot of them. So the 3 that I have here are actually 2 of them are by Nano Pet, which was not the original maker of digital pets. Tamagotchi was actually the first company to ever release them, which I'm going to be showing you guys the new 20th anniversary Tamagotchis today. We're going to get to that in a second. But these 2 are Nano Pets. My favorite brand of digital pets was always Nano Pets. It was just something that I loved growing up. And then this one is actually a Giga Pet. This is the second Giga Pet that I've ever bought, and this one is the Koala. I think the color's really pretty, and the Koala Giga Pet is really cute. So here's pretty much what these 3 look like up close. This is the Nano Dino. This is a Nano Kitty, which was the very first one that I ever got, was the orange Nano Kitty. This will always be my favorite Nano Pet ever. And then this is my newest one that I just recently got, and it is the Giga Pet Koala. So those 3 are just 3 of my current collection. That's not even half of my collection. If you guys would like to see my entire digital pet collection, please let me know in the comments down below. If you have no interest at all, I may still end up making the video anyway one day, but I'm obsessed with them. I think they're so cute, and that is why I'm so excited to get this video out to you guys today. So on, I believe, November 5th of this year, Tamagotchi, which was the original company that came out and invented the digital pet, decided to come out with a 20th anniversary edition of the Giga Pet. Since they were released in 1997, it has been 20 years since Nano Pets, digital pets, and Tamagotchis were released, which is crazy to think that it's been 20 years. When I was 7 years old, I was obsessed with these, and here I am at 27 years old, still obsessed with them. I was constantly obsessed with animals. As you guys know, that's probably not a surprise, but when I was growing up, I loved pets. My parents wouldn't buy me pets, so to be able to have digital pets that were tiny and I could take them anywhere I went, it was just so exciting to me and so fascinating, and that's how I very quickly became obsessed with them. So here are two of the 20th anniversary digital Tamagotchis that came out this month. I know they're sold out in most places, but I did manage to snag two of them. So here is the see-through blue Tamagotchi. This is actually my favorite color because I love the see-through Nanos and Giga Pets and Digital Pets. I never really liked the solid color ones, but I do think that this one is super, super cute. This is what the back of the package looks like, and as you can see here, this is all of the different colors and designs that they decided to come out with this year. I also decided to get the really pretty light blue and pink one. I thought this one was really cute as well, and since I really don't know when these are going to be released ever again, I did want to pick up a couple of them. So as soon as I heard that they were releasing the 20th anniversary editions of the Tamagotchis, even though Tamagotchi is not my favorite digital pet, Nano Pets were absolutely my favorite, and they were the only ones that I had growing up. I still wanted to support Tamagotchi because if that means that Nano Pet could possibly release those in the future, I would be all over that. I would have every single one of them, and I think that would be so exciting. So one thing that I did not realize is that the 20th anniversary of the Tamagotchi one is actually so tiny. So since I did buy two of these, we are going to be opening one of them today and turning it on, and I will show you guys a little bit of how it works. So let's go on and open one of these and take a look at it, and I will compare it to a Nano Pet. Okay, so I decided to open the blue one since it's the one that I'm most excited about. This is the tiniest digital pet I've ever seen, heard of, or held. It is absolutely adorable, and I actually really love how tiny it is. So here is an original 1997 Nano Kitty. As you can see, it's a first generation, meaning that there is no decorative background on the screen. And here's the 20th anniversary edition of the Tamagotchi. As you can see, the size difference between the Nano Kitty and the Tamagotchi is absolutely insane. It is crazy how tiny they made it, but it's actually so adorable. So I know that this isn't an original Tamagotchi. However, the Nano Kitty and the Tamagotchi were very similar in size, so this should give you a really accurate size comparison as to the difference. As you can see, the Tamagotchi is half the size and it only has 3 buttons, and the Nano Kitty is quite a bit bigger. And there's like a little side view, and here is what they look like on the back. They're very, very similar. Okay, so let's compare it to a Giga Pet. So I'm going to compare it to the pink koala Giga Pet. So here's a size comparison to the original koala Giga Pet from the 1990s, and then we have, of course, the 20th anniversary Tamagotchi in blue, and here is their side view. Okay, so now that I gave you guys a really good size comparison, I'm really excited to turn it on. So I'm going to pull out the battery protector and see what happens. Okay, so it's now on, and as you can see, there is a little bitty pet on the screen. It usually takes a few minutes for it to either hatch or be born or whatever. So the little egg will just kind of pulsate until it hatches, and then we will see what it looks like. Okay, so while we're waiting for the little Tamagotchi to hatch, I'm gonna go on and put some batteries in my little Nano Kitty pet here so that I can also show you how this one works, and then we can kind of compare the two. I think that will be fun. In order to get the screws out of Nano Pets, Giga Pets, and of course the little Tamagotchi, you have to have a very, very, very tiny tipped screwdriver. I think it's literally like the smallest screwdriver that they create, and you have to be very, very careful not to strip the screws. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the little Tamagotchi still waiting to hatch. It's been actually almost like 5 minutes and it still hasn't hatched yet. And then of course we have the little Nano Kitty, and you can see that the Tamagotchi is a little egg, and then the Nano Kitty is going to be a little heart. They both pulsate for quite a while, and then when they hatch, it will beep and make some noise, and then you can start playing with them. So this is what the Nano Kitty looks like. As you can see, it's just a little kitty cat. It has a little exclamation point and a question mark down here in the corner, and that's basically just going to tell you that it's in need of something. And she's obviously just been born, so you know she needs probably to go take a bath and to eat, and she wants to play games and that sort of a thing. Pretty standard. I'm sure the Tamagotchi will work pretty similarly, which we will see whenever it hatches. So the first thing we have here beside the exclamation point is the scold button. That's how you discipline your cat, basically to teach it discipline, train it, things like that. The next one we have is the weight and measurements, and we can see if you click on it, she's 0 years old, she's 1 pound. Discipline index is only 2 stars, so she could use a discipline. Her food intake is 0. She is obviously hungry. And then we are back. So you can just click the 0 to go back out of that. Here is the take a bath button. So we can go on and give her a little bath since she hasn't had one yet, and your kitty's happy. Here is the little nurse at the top in case your kitty cat gets sick, which your kitty cat's gonna get sick every once in a while, and then the nurse will give her a little shot in the butt and she's fine. Then we have the little ball and mitt so that you can play with your kitty cat. This is how you put your kitty cat to sleep at night. Generally, you can put the cat to sleep or turn the lights off, so to speak, and it will go about 10 hours so you can sleep and get your rest. But the very next morning, as soon as you wake up, you do have to wake your kitty up, feed it, clean it and everything, or else you could lose your little kitty, and it is pretty demanding, so it does kind of stick to a time schedule with these little games. And then we have food, so let's go on and feed her. Here, because she's a baby, we have kibble and a bottle, so we'll give her 3 kibbles and a couple bottles. It's crazy to think that this game is 20 years old and it still works perfectly. It's just crazy to me, but I'm completely obsessed with them. Okay, so once you've fed your little kitty cat, then you can go over and play some games to make it happy. You usually have 2 games to choose from. The first game, you basically just have to guess where the kitty cat's paw is gonna be, and you kind of just have to press the button that you think it's gonna be, and that's how you win the game if you get it right and you get the side that it's on. So it's kind of hard to explain, but basically wherever the kitty cat points, you have to line up your button as well. This game is a little bit harder than the second game. The second game's really easily, but this game is always the animal's favorite. Okay, so 3 versus 2, meaning I got 3 right, and then that makes the kitty cat happy that I won the game. And then the second game is basically just chasing this little ducky, and you basically just push this button a lot until the kitty cat catches it. So once you've fed it and then you've cleaned it or made it go to the bathroom, then you can go back and look at your measurements, and you can kind of see, so she still needs to be disciplined. Her food is completely full, and she's completely happy. And that's pretty much it. That's how you take care of the Nano Kitty. The puppy, the dino, they're all pretty similar. It's just the games will be different, the food will be different, and it will obviously look different. So it finally hatched. Here you can see your little blob, which is basically your little Tamagotchi pet. So let's go on and see what the options are for taking care of it. So here you have 2 options. This is a feeding option, and I'm not quite sure what that one is, but we'll find out in a second. So I fed my little Tamagotchi, and then he fell right to sleep. So this is obviously the baby stage. I was hoping that I can play with him a little bit more, but it's very, very hard to wake your little Tamagotchi up once they go to sleep. But I think you guys get the gist. That's pretty much how they work. You can basically feed them, play with them, and then of course they fall asleep. It's very similar to the way that the Nano Kitty works. The reason I didn't really like the Tamagotchis growing up is because I feel like they were so much more limited in what you could do than with the Nano Kitty. I really love the Nanos. I still do. They'll always be my absolute favorite. But I am really excited that they came out with these cute little 20th anniversary editions. But I do think that it's really cute. I'm really glad that they came out with it, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to play with. Okay guys, that is it for this Tamagotchi review and talking about my digital pets. Thank you guys so much for watching. I decided to only open one of them. I don't think I'm going to open the second one today. Maybe in another video. If you guys are interested in that, please let me know in the comments down below. But all in all, I'm really impressed with the little Tamagotchis. I think they are absolutely adorable, and I love how they are half the size of the originals. They are so, so cute being so tiny. I'm just really impressed with these, and I'm happy to have them as part of my collection. If you guys are interested in seeing more of my digital pet collections, please let me know in the comments down below. I would be so happy to make a video on these for you guys because I just find them so cute and entertaining and fun, and I have a lot of them. So if you guys would like to see reviews or detailed tutorials on how to play with them or anything, or if you guys would just like to buy one and play with it for yourself, I promise you'd be addicted. You can find them on eBay, and that's where I get the majority of mine. And also for everyone who watched this video and took a chance on it, even though it's not completely pet related, but rather digital pet related, I really appreciate it. I'm really, really excited to be releasing my brand new merch item in about 2 weeks. It should be here. I think you guys are really gonna like it. Again, it will be on my Etsy shop. And of course it is still a surprise on exactly what it is, but I designed it and I think it's really gonna be cute, and I hope you guys like it. If you guys don't already follow me on Instagram or Snapchat, I will put that on the screen for you. I will see you guys in my next video. Be kind. Bye.